Bruh. What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed. Now I have a message for you. Actually, I don't. We're just going to freestyle. I have one thing to say. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I have a statement, a mission statement. This is for your brain. This is for you to ponder. This is food for the brain. This is blueberries for your brain. This is all the omegas and the 3s and all that. There is only one of you. I'm going to read it again. There is only one of you, and that is your strength and your gift to this world, to be unique. Honor your gift by listening to your heart, following your passion, and trusting your inner voice. That's one thing I'm good at. This is pulling on my inner big sister. I'm a big sister anyway. I have a lot of siblings. But this is pulling on my inner big sister, meaning when I meet people in passing, it's such a natural thing to show up as that big sister, because that's just a natural authoritative place for me. Not just a mother, but a sister. So I think that's going to be the energy of this read, because I have to pull somebody by their hand. Not like codependency, not like you can't think for yourself, none of that. These are words of encouragement, like the Big Brother program or something, only this is big sis. And it actually resonates in a feminine way like that. Not the big bro, masculine type of way, to take charge kind of way. This is being receptive. This is being able to receive what you need to learn. Somebody feels bullied. I also see voodoo, but I was going to start this reading off. Remember the Dark Knight, where they was having their meeting with the Asian man, and he was like, I couldn't wait for your permission, of course. I had to go ahead and make an executive decision and remove all the money without telling y'all first. And they said he said I'll be in Hong Kong. And they said that's beyond Harvey's jurisdiction, so he can't chase me. He can't come and get me. And this is where Joker was like, ha 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 ho he ha ha. And I thought my jokes were bad. And then the guy, Michael J. White, was like, give me one good reason why I shouldn't have my boy over here take you down. He was like, how about a magic trick? Let's make this pencil disappear. Boom! Ta-da! It's magic. It's gone. You know that you get the gist of that. I done reiterated enough of that part. Go watch that particular scene. Pull it up on YouTube. Actually, put it in your comments. Put it in the comment section. What's your favorite scene if you're into that kind of movie? Because I get into all the Marvel comics. But this is big sis talking to baby sis. So, baby sister or baby brother, take it how it resonates. I don't think you're afraid to be seen. I don't think that. But what I do feel like is a genuine interest and concern that I have to know that I'm good enough. I want to know that I'm good enough. I want to know that I'm exactly what the people need. Everybody has a soul tribe. Okay, don't worry about who won't be pleased with you. Just focus on finding your tribe. Okay, we got 3 cards that came out, and it's all water energy. So this is like deep emotion. You know, you're trying to show up poised and being everything a business savvy person can be. But it's okay to be a little vulnerable. This is you got the High Priestess, the Evolution, that's Judgment, that's Scorpio, and the King of Cups, more Scorpio. There's somebody who really, who takes a lot of precedence in their appearance. See how nice and clean and iron, shoes clean, teeth clean, clothes clean, mannerism intact, very charming, easy to speak to, easy to listen. emotionally intelligent, don't get upset easily, very intuitive, really have psychic abilities, know how to make a sale easy. What's hard for some people where they get all sweaty and clammy in the hands, this person's a natural at it with the King of Cups and the High Priestess and the evolution. Like, you know your uniqueness, you know you have a gift. I want to move all these. Y'all gotta get out of my way. Get out of my way. You see feathers everywhere? Collect them. If you start seeing feathers everywhere, make sure you collect them. I take that as my ancestors speaking to me. You might even see birds. You might even see butterflies. Evolution, that's a transformation. So it's like this is a person who studied, went to school, worked hard, 2 jobs outside of school. Really their primary focus was their study, whatever their practice, skill practices. And they have evolved into this trained, this skilled professional. And it's like, you know, went from Michael from the Marines, fresh out the Marines, to Don Corleone. Like, look how he just looks so poised right here. Like, I'm just so proud of you. Your hair all slicked back, nice hat, nice suit. And then before, it was like, I'm just gonna go my own way. I'm my own free spirit. I want to do my own thing. You'll always be my father, but I want nothing to do with your business, kind of thing. And then there's an evolution, a spiritual upgrade. Because he didn't always see where he fit in. He didn't think he was like really needed there, you know. So he went his own route. Now what's on the bottom? 6 of Wands, victory. Everybody see your glow up. You know, so what? You don't have nothing to be nervous about. Let's see. So that's the gist of your character. So what's the overall energy? I feel like this is a young man who was a gypsy soul, who is a gypsy soul, a real free spirit. I'm channeling Michael. It might be a young man, 24, could be 24 years old, or you could be youthful, like your typical 24-year-old, but be mature, a little bit more mature in age. That's okay. What's the overall energy? Told you, your own magic. You got the gift of gab. You got all the tools, you know just what to say to get things done, right? What's the challenge? The Hangman. You feel stuck. You see things one way. Now, Scorpio energy is fixed energy, so it takes them a lot of time to really change. They're very slow to change. They're all fixed signs. You're Aquarius, you're Leo, you're Scorpio, you're Taurus. But I see a lot of water here. This is big Scorpio energy. And you have the Magician. And you're in a challenging position. These are major arcana. You got 4 major arcanas here, and you're the King of Cups. So this is definitely a spiritual upgrade. It could be taking you through a lot of changes where you don't, it could low-key freak you out a little bit. Like, I want to make sure I know myself to be one way. I want to check my ego at the door. And you did with this spiritual upgrade. Or at least you're being called to do that. And then you got the Magician is really honing in on your skills. And the Hangman is like, I know myself to be one way. I'm used to seeing things in a certain way. And I don't know if I can break out of that. I don't feel as comfortable or as natural breaking out of the way that I know that I'm confident in. This is like walking into the unknown. I don't lack the faith, but humanly speaking, I'm a little nervous, to be honest. And the Hangman is water energy as well. Could be a little bit of stubbornness, I see, but it's definitely fixed energy here. It's a lot of fixed cards here. I'll use these later. All right, let's go this way. 4 of Swords. You think you have to take a break? With the 4 of Swords is retreat. You've been, okay, so that's following rejection. The 3 of Swords. The rejection is like everybody's saying no. Everybody's closing the door to your business ideas. No. You have to remember that as a big sister, let me give you advice. Look at the ones you studying how people handle rejection and turn out to be some of the biggest companies in the world, like Coca-Cola, for example. They sold 1 bottle of Coke in their first year. Or better yet, Walt Disney was told no over 200 times. Look at him now. Don't let it stop you. And you think you have to take a break or just feel like you need a mental break because of all you're not handling the rejection as good because now you're different. You went from the high priestess to, somebody who's a free spirit who probably are total different in appearance. Not that you look crazy walking out the door, but that's your element. That's your natural aura. And now you're this person. And it's like, I don't know about this. Like, it's not as simple and easy as it looks. It takes mental strength. It's just playing on me mentally more than anything. And I'm holding it together just fine, but I'm bothered with the 4 of Swords. Okay. Then you got the Queen of Wands. So this is big sis. But this is also your inner spirituality, your inner high priestess. Not like a witch, but your inner high priestess. You see how she's just natural, her hair is just, she's in her natural, her authenticity. You see what I'm saying? Very spiritual, but still business savvy. So really, what made you change your appearance? Why did you feel like it's just, and it's like, what I'm hearing is not like I meant to change my appearance, it's just where the evolution it just directed me in this way. And now I just feel called to look like that. Where I used to just read my cards and look like this. And then when everything was fine, I didn't have a worry. I had the innocence of a small child. I had the free nature of a baby. I didn't worry about nothing. Now I'm concerned because I'm not being received well. And I don't know what I'm doing. I need the right footing. I need to learn where I still need to grow. So now I'm pulling out big guns. Now I need to connect with people who is already successful in this or have been through this. What's in the subconscious? The 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. It is bad health. It's like, stop beating yourself down about it. You feel left out in the cold. It's like, I don't have a space here. This is where you can create your own space because you already have the tools to create your own lane. You're not being called to do things like everybody else. You're being called to slay in your own lane, for that best choice of words, where you have all the creative endeavor, you have all the tools in you to that spiritual evolution really just amplified on who you always been. You just tapped into uncharted potential. Like, this was just sitting dormant in you, and now it's out in the forefront because you need it for your business savvy. So this could be someone trying to turn their spiritual talents into a business, but they're losing their footing, or any business for that matter. I don't even think the nature of the business matters. It's just a person who's naturally spiritual like that, and like all those psychic abilities, they would be a natural empathic person or compassionate person. They're susceptible to energy. They're prone to absorbing a lot of negative energy. And I can see why with this person is forced to retreat, but they're not giving up. Now with the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups, that's creative energy. That's the power. That's a balance of yin and yang energy. The power to create or destroy. And this person is on a fast track to, this person is on a rise from what I can see. And this person right now is going through the motions. They're going through the process, the evolution process. It's like that 5 of Pentacles energy is bad health, not the best health, not the best mindset, poverty stricken. It's like You start off one way from very humble beginnings, but the evolution card is here. So that process from being what this Queen of Wands looked like and this High Priestess looked like, to, because this was like a church-going person who just didn't think about the business world at all, and now you're carving a space out in the business world to that. The evolution is that. At the end of the day, you're taking creative accountability and taking charge over your life. But that process is something else. But you're grinding it out, from what I can see. But you hit a challenges, you're stuck. You're still learning where you need to grow. So let's keep going. I ate peanuts and now I'm ready to cough. And that's the way. I said my throat chakra. I don't know if so much challenged me spiritually with getting this message out. This person has siblings and they're very proud of you. It's a story of a young man who built himself up from these humbling beginnings. And the sister is giving him sound advice, but he know her advice is great, but it doesn't seem like the advice, he doesn't think that's the most accurate advice for where he's at now. She can't criticize where he's at now because she hasn't experienced that yet. How do you see yourself? Like, what's your mission statement? I see myself as a valued, an asset. This is the Queen of Pentacles. I see someone who's well-rounded, nurturing, nurtures their business, nurtures themselves, nurtures the home and the business. They have those abilities. This could be a Cancer I'm talking about, because they do both. They're very domestic like that. And this person is very business savvy. This Queen of Pentacles is earth energy. It just gives me Cancer energy. It's because it's somebody who's domestic. They crave that well-rounded security. They know how to delegate the house. They also know how to delegate their business. They do it, it's overwhelming, but they do it because what's important to them is being secure. You don't want to have to worry about that kind of stuff. That's illogical. It doesn't make a lot of sense. How does the people see you? They see you as stable, good in business, like you're shrewd in business and shrewd in your family. Like, that's celebration, that's celebratory energy. They see you as value as well. They see you as, this is partying, celebrating with your friends, even though the illustration is marriage. And it does represent marriage as well. So they can see you as marriage material. They can see you on your way to potentially finding a suitable partner because you're doing so well for yourself. So these are like inner cries of someone who deals with a lot, but on the surface they look well put together. And that's human at the end of the day. At the beginning of the day too. What's the advice? Your authenticity is what's carrying you through this. You keep going through that spiritual journey because you are practicing a lot of self-love, and that's going to draw in your true soul tribe and your true counterpart. I do see them now that I see this following the Four of Wands, it does bring in a suitable, it could mean a suitable partner, but really my Lover's card is my North Node card, is my true to myself card, which is also very true. It's not just choices in lovers. Although this person is high commodity, so he does have choices in lovers. He has sit downs. He can have a sit down with 20 different women every single week. He has options. Like his status is secure in society where people would see him as an ideal candidate to raise their family name, raise their status, their family's name and status in society. That is still relevant till this day. A lot of people don't think so, but they are. It is. And it should be. He can take anybody's family and bring them out of poverty, and their family has have more respect on their name. He's at that status. So these are just human, like, insecurities. Like, I got it all. Okay, so he got it all together in the business realm. Where is his partner? That's what it's shaping up to sound like to me. Where is my partner? I'm like kissing a bunch of frogs. Where is my handsome princess? I don't know why it came out like that, but where is my counterpart? So this person's ready. So I kind of see where the sister comes in with the Queen of Wands, the spiritual. Like, you want to make sure she's not just after your finances. You want to make sure she loves God and she's spiritual and she matches your spirituality too, because you're different. You know, you're not just spiritual. You have talents in the spiritual realm. Like, it takes a real unique person. That person may have to be a lot like you to be able to really appreciate your authenticity. The outcome is the Moon. Well, you'll come out with sharper intuition. But what's the big secret? You don't want anybody to know your secret. Do you even have it? Okay. The Moon. Feminine energy. But it's feminine energy all over this read. Remember we said that in the beginning. The Moon is your shadow side, your emotions. It's like this person is like, the only thing it's teaching me is how to mask my emotions, because I don't get these people. These people are weird to me. Okay, so the way I see it is, you know, you have a lot of intimate secrets. You know everybody's secrets and the intimacy of a lot of different people. But the truth is, as much as you're a people's person, they don't quite connect with you emotionally. So it's like a big cliffhanger. It's like you're doing all that networking and business, and it's fine. But it's not really getting you closer to your goal. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas. That's awesome. Like, either way, you're propelling forward. So this, I don't like to make every reading about twin flames, but this kind of gives me that divine counterpart twin flame energy. It's like you could have met someone and they sparked. Like, this Queen of Wands can also represent the person you met. She has a lot of like curly hair. She could be of a different culture or descent, because the two illustrations they look different. One looks European, one looks Indian. Doesn't matter though. And you could have met someone and you could have been a catalyst to, like a mirror. I call the twin flames your mirror. So the mirror, you could have watched this person's evolution, or you knew it was something real alluring and mysterious about this person that most people overlook because they just don't get it, because their third eye is not sharp or even open for that matter. And the secret is, you see all these valuable things in this person and she's overlooked. She's not branded right. Okay, so this could be you wanting to use all your talent and your abilities and brand this person in light where people see this person's authenticity, because you see this person working through a lot of different things, or just trying to make a name for herself, and you see where you can help. But maybe in divine timing, it's not meant for y'all to cross paths, but you're ready to cross paths with this person. And this is something you may recognize the authenticity in this person. Hence the mission statement. There is only one of you, and that is your strength. Like, the uniqueness of this person, I just need people to see it the way I see it. And this person is such a creative person, and see where he works well with this particular resource. They could have done business in the past, or they could just be friends. But it's a way where they were together at some point. They were celebrating together or celebrated together about something. Like there's business savvy on this reading a lot. And there's like opposing, there's like water energy and earth energy, but there is the high priestess and the king of cups, and then you have the evolution in the middle, and they all flew out at the same time. So y'all both are coming into your own, into your authenticity, where you both spiritually evolved. You both are mirroring each other in different ways. And the secret is, it remains an intuitive thing and a mystery. You know, what happens next? Because it hasn't happened yet. Only in divine timing. It's not meant for you to know what happens next. And that's what's intriguing and interesting about this. Like, these are people who notice the moon cycles, but don't like go under the moon and do all that manipulative stuff. But they are affected by the moon energy. Someone could be ruled by the moon, because it's quite a bit of water energy here. That's why I said Cancer. And then the moon came out. So I see a lot of similarities, or seeing where you both are a lot alike, but one is more polished professionally in their business endeavor than the other one. And one could be just starting out, but mature and experienced in what they do as well. They just never took this particular thing about themselves, or never saw it as a thing that could be great for business until now. But this person is wondering, I wonder, do they see themselves the way I see them? The way I see them, it would be extraordinary. And then out of nowhere, it kind of blew this person's mind, because this person, they're telepathic anyway, and they're deeply spiritual. So in the subconscious, it could have been that you hearing each other's cues, or picking up on each other's cues, or just mirrors to each other, as it's like a twin flame. So if one person's energy is facing their north node, it's going to pull the other one to do the same thing at some point, until y'all align. So this person now, he could see this person's evolution. They could have started off, at first it was the Queen of Wands, who was sexy and attractive. We all know the Queen of Wands is something to look at. And she'll make you want to just be all over her. And it could be a man too, don't get me wrong. It's just energy. I say he and she because it's king or queen. So it doesn't, I don't mix up my own, what I'm trying to say. But this Queen of Wands, you see all her, a Queen of Wands is good in business and as well as spiritual. You know, this is somebody who wakes up, feeds the kids breakfast, will praise, feed the kids breakfast, get them all together, clean her house, go to work, come home, you know. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles here too. Like, people see you, it's starting to be a public recognition that there's value in this person where she was once looked over. People might have tried to step over this person, and that was where that's why the Hangman is in a challenging position, because she could have been stuck for a little bit, or just needed to see things in a different way. That could be why he's questioning, does this person see herself or himself in the way that I see them? Because if they know what I know, or if they had my creative touches on them, they would be more polished like me. And that's well-rounded. Their status needs to be higher. So feeling like that, out of nowhere, he could be watching, he's watched her evolution. Now this is a full-on, going from this to a more polished version of spirituality would be this. Look at her. She looks like a queen. You know what I mean? Even though she's not in a business suit. But this person sees something in this person, or recognize or realize something in this person, and seeing where they work really well together. And it's like all the stuff I was wondering, she really does. Like, I knew I wasn't wrong about her. It's something peaceful. It's like an inner peace, and it's a receptive, creative, like nurturing, very unconditionally loving energy around these people, even though they may not be physically in communication. Like, there is abandonment issues. Oh, you scared me, I'm sorry. There could be abandonment. This is in the subconscious. you may have had to separate for any reason or another. It's not personal. It just may have felt like abandonment, but that was someone being faced to deal with their shadow side. And then the Four of Swords is someone went into retreat after feeling rejected. So I see the evolution. I see where this person learned where they needed to grow, as well as the other person. One is always going to be more involved than the other one. So I like that, and I think that may the evolution continue. I think it is going to continue. I think that's the moral of it all. It's a very interesting story, and it's only so much I can say at this point, because you have to stay tuned. You have to keep going through that spiritual journey. When you finish one with the world, would be completion. You start a new one, a new chapter of it. So stay tuned. This is like a cliffhanger. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.